Hey, what up everyone, DredgeX97 here. How y'all doing today? Today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers RID 2001, Smoke Jumper and Dreadwind. Now, I don't know what to classify these guys. As a deluxe class, scout class, and a Voyager or an Ultra class. Here's the Voyager for reference. Now, first and foremost, these two look great next to each other. There's something about that dark olivey color and red and sage, and it's not black. The colors are kind of splotched all over the place. This was RID 2001, mind you, so the color placement wasn't really the best. As you could tell, there are lots of different colors going on, but at least it's not boring. It would be nice if there was just a solid black and perhaps gunmetal repaint, but that's what spray paint's for. But overall, they look pretty cool together. It's just a jet and a bomber. Now, originally, this was supposed to be like G2 Megatron and Starscream, and in Beast Wars Neo or Beast Wars 2, Japanese Beast War, this was Starscream and Big Bomber, which is what the repaint's based off of, and this gun does not tab in securely. Unfortunately, it's not a 3mm clip system or peg system like what most Transformers weapons are. But yeah, comes with 2 missile launchers for Smoke Jumper. That Big Bomber, I'm going to call this guy BB just because I like it. BB in his robot mode can hold the weapons. Unfortunately, these panels, they do not stay down quite a bit. And when they do go down, they're angled down. So I don't know if that's right or not. I mean, it looks cool. Looks a little neat. One thing everyone knows about this guy is he's a triple changer, but they're also a combiner. So what you do is you take this gun, flip it around, bring it forward, and you take this head and you just, yeah, you leave it there like that. And then you take these landing gears down here, pull them down, and then you gotta pop off the guns. That was just messing with. I know. Ironic. And then you take poor little Smoke Jumper here, and you just plug him into his big buddy, which kind of makes you wonder what's the relation between these two. Like, he's just shoving his nose cone right up his buddy's ass. And there you go. Now you have their combined form, and it's looks like a more complete stealth bomber, but with a giant missile Gatling gun, which, don't get me wrong, is pretty sweet. It is dope. This right here, it's probably worth a modern day deluxe. But yeah, no, it looks cool. I haven't really found a place to put these guns in combined form. But that's just me because I'm stupid. And yeah, no, it looks great. It really adds to the figure. And here we have an Ultra class to compare them to. And I want to say this is about Ultra class and Deluxe, maybe? Or I don't know how to classify this because this came out way before, you know, we had Voyager, Scout. Back in the day, it was like basic, and Deluxe was a different term, so I don't know. This guy really does seem like more of a Scout class figure, and we'll get to that in robot mode. But first, triple change mode. You just take the wings, flip them up, flip those panels in, and you take the turret, bring it around, flip it on top, take these pieces, and what's cooler is they're spring-loaded. Come on. I never have this much trouble when I'm by myself. There we go. And you take this, bring that foot forward, bring that around, bring in the landing gears, and bada bing, bada boom, there you got him in his armored assault vehicle. I don't know. It's not a tank per se. I just want to say like a land-to-air missile launcher. Looks pretty neat. What's cool about these missiles, you could take them and store them under the wings. Kind of Come on, don't make me look stupid. And you can store them under the wings. It looks better in bomber mode because, you know, you got a bunch of spare missiles hanging down. But they just fall off too easily. So for display purposes, I just leave them in a box. You can also have him be displayed like this. Like BB is clearly the main part of the set. Or Dreadwind. Gosh, that name's stupid. Dreadwind. Dreadwing sounds way cooler. But anyways, yeah. Big old thruster in the back, turret. I mean, you can flip it around. I don't know why you would. Because now he just has a bunch of missiles hanging out his butt. But, yeah. Overall, it is a decent little jet duo. And I'm very glad I got him. I got him off of eBay. So let's get into transformations, shall we? First off with Smokejumper, you're just going to take the legs, untab them, flip in the landing gears, and flip up the front landing gear. Take this, bring it up, flip out the feet, like so. Very simple. Like I said, this was G2, so early 1990s. Take this, flip it around, take this, flip it down, and you're going to reveal his head, which looks, I don't know, doesn't look very Decepticon, looks more like Beast Wars Optimus. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take these and flip them in. Thankfully, these fins rotate quite a bit, or flip in and out, so that makes it easier to flip the arms through. Because if they were stagnant, there would be no way to transform this. And then you bring out his arms, and then you take this section and flip it down and bring it up like so. And there you have him in his robot mode, and he looks pretty cool. Yeah, I really dig this. Problem is, he's very bow-legged. I don't know if that's from... Oh, there we go. Now it's straight. He has this tendency of having his legs go in, so it looks like he's been riding a horse, but he physically can't ride a horse because of his cockpit piece. But yeah, no, he's a cute little guy, and like I said, I believe he's a scout class, or just a small deluxe. One sec. So here we have him next to some modern day deluxes, and he's a little bit smaller. I would put him roughly Scout Plus, maybe. Moving right along to BB. Transformation, it's, well, you basically get him into his tank mode for the most part. Get those up, and there you go. You've gotten started. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the legs, untab them, and you're just going to bring them to the side for the time being. Then you're going to take this and make sure the head's flipped up. You're going to take his arms, untab them from up top, and then you're going to bring this forward. Then while doing so, you're going to take... There's a lot going on right here. It looks more complicated than it really is. You're going to take this piece, flip it up and around, and then there you have that. Then you take his legs and you flip them in, and then they will tab like so. Then you take his head, make sure that it sticks out, and it'll tab into place. Take the front of the cockpit, it'll fold down. Then you take his arms, bring them out, take his arms, flip them down, take these pieces, bring them up, and don't bring them out all the way. That's a first. Always on cameras when stuff happens. How exciting. Okay, there you go. And there you have BB in his robot mode. And you're just going to leave this down so he stands up. Because with this, he's super back heavy. You know, you're better off just leaving this down here to support him. But ideally, you'll take this, flip it up like that. And then he has a shoulder-mounted cannon, and he is complete in his robot mode. He's a little fiddly, because these There we go. Don't always stay out. And yeah, there you have him in his robot mode. He's very, very top heavy, and because his legs can bend forward due to transformation, he doesn't like to stay steady, like he's constantly leaning over. I mean, one way you can get him to stand, because his legs do bend forward, is to put his legs back and kind of like lock his knees in, and then perhaps untab his toe and then kind of make him stand on his tippy toe. Now, having them both compared to robot mode, they just exemplify just how much the teamwork color scheme actually works, as opposed to, like, say, the Combaticons, where their colors are all over the place. This unified look just more brings together solidarity between the two, like they're part of a team. And I like that. I do like that. As someone who works at a place where we all wear the same color uniform, it is nice seeing a little bit of uniformity in with the Decepticons. Articulation. Let's see. There is a universal hinge up top, so nice outward, inward movement, because there's nothing up here. It just goes all the way up. Oh, in case you're wondering what's up with that, I was raking leaves yesterday and I forgot to wear gloves. And blister, yeah, lots of fun. There is a swivel up above the elbow. It spins 360 degrees. Bend at the elbow, 90 degrees. Nothing at the wrist. The arm can spin 360 degrees. Head is on a swivel. It cannot spin 360 degrees. No, it cannot. Just because of the way it's designed, it cannot spin 360 degrees. Turret can rotate, can go back if you would like, can make him more stable if you'd like, which, you know, if I'm just having a top scene of him, all you see is the top of him, you don't need to know this is supporting him. You don't need to know that. Legs can go forward that far, but because the knee bends forward, he can almost kick himself. No swivel above the knee or below the knee. There is a knee joint, and it goes back that far. It goes more forward than it goes backwards, which is kind of lame. Kind of makes me wish I could swap the legs around. There is a toe tilt, unintentional. It's just merely transformation. Now, something about these feet, they kind of remind me of Dreadwing from Transformers Prime. If you look at his feet, they look kind of similar. Well, at least the toys does. Moving on to Smokejumper. Head can spin. Is it on a ball joint? No, it's just on a swivel. Not quite 360 degrees, but can you spin your head 360? If so, call an exorcist. Arms can spin 360 degrees. There is a swivel above the elbow. There is a deep elbow. It goes all the way up. So he's curling for days. Nothing at the wrist. The hands are just molded in. So that's... man, it looks like... I mean, I guess he has hands, but there's nothing there. There's like a finger molded in. I don't know how well that's showing up on camera, but yeah, I guess he just has a finger. That's it. No thumb, just a finger. Poor guy. Legs are on a ball joint. They go forward, backwards, out, in. There is no swivel. I know. It looks like there should be a swivel up there. Like right there should be a mushroom joint, but it's not. It's not there. No swivel. There is a bend at the knee. It goes that far, so not by much, unfortunately. There is an indent right there for the transformation, and it goes in almost as much as the knee does. Let's see, the foot can open and close, so you get what you get out of that. You can get some decent articulation out of the foot, but because it's so loose, I don't want to recommend it. And yeah, that's about it. It's basic in terms of articulation, but it's more advanced than, say, G1. And yeah, they're just a really cool duo of characters. Now, they both can hold the guns, but because Smokejumper here is just so loose at his elbows, it's damn near impossible for him to hold in any pose other than up or down. So I just like to have him stand to the side, arms at his hips, and saying, "Right, BB?"
Roger that, Smokejumper.
Now, the overall feel of these two is a little bit underwhelming. I was kind of hoping that they would feel nice and chunky like the other Transformers that I own. However, they do not feel as chunky as this guy or even a more modern figure as with Megatron. They feel very cheap. So I guess it's a good thing I got them for 40 bucks on eBay. But yeah, despite that cheap feeling, they are very nice figures. They're decent. You know, they got a lot of play value, especially with this turret right here. Like, let's just... Oh, okay, used up all the ammo. But yeah, no, there's just a lot of play in this, so if you wanted to, you can get some. Yeah. They don't fire the best, but there's still some decent play features. And even if the missiles are empty, you know, still looks like a very intimidating BFG. So, do I recommend these two? Yeah, they're not bad. They're cute. You know, they're just a cute little group of Decepticons. But by cute, I mean because they're small. Because, like, here's a deluxe. It's just look. It's small. It's not even that big. Anyways, this has been my review of 2001 RID Smokejumper and Dreadwind. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any comments or questions, let me down. Let me down. Yes. Can we cut that? This has been my review of 2001 RID Smokejumper and Dreadwind. Overall, not bad figures. Not bad at all. Yes, they may feel kind of cheap for today's standard, and they may not, you know, have the modern day articulation or be able to hold a pose or look like they're made from Hasbro. But besides all that, they're just fun. They're just fun little guys. And, you know, what's wrong with having a little Optimus Prime Starscream and a big tank or bomber? That's great. It really makes me want to get Mind Wipe, though. Real quick, I just want to say thank you so very much to all my new subscribers and all my longtime subscribers. Thank you for putting up with me for all these years. You guys are awesome. And yeah, if you have anything that you want to say down below, let me know. Leave a like. Those are always appreciated. So, God bless. Y'all take care and peace out. You'll be seeing me next time. Because there's no way I can see you. I'm not a computer hacker. I can't look through your camera. Or can I?